Hi, everyone. My name is Deborah Tomlinson. I'm the owner of Mystic Intuitive Services and Mystic Market, which is a wellness and psychic show of about 50 vendors, sometimes more, with food, entertainment, etc., and many, many practitioners that come to my shows. So I've been asked this question countless times, and I figured, you know what, might as well just do a video on it. And today we're going to talk about the key to making money as a psychic. So, shall we begin? First thing I've always noticed is that people try to move in two different many directions and don't focus on one trait, one talent. And that is key to your success. So I'm going to give you a little bundle of ideas here, the golden egg of opportunity, shall we say. And let's see what's inside it for you today to study and focus on in order to make money as a psychic. Pick one talent. So if you're really good at tarot cards, focus on that. If you're really good at social media type of work, focus on that. And don't stream into different areas until you've accomplished enough money to make another step. So that's really, really one of the good ideas that I've always come across with people. They're like, I don't know what to do. It's so confusing. There's so many things I should be able to do, and I don't have time. And then they start backpedaling and spending hours and hours and hours on creating something new every day. Meanwhile, I have a motto: if it ain't making you money, don't do it. The next thing that you're going to know is set one goal this year. Just one. That's all I want to hear is one goal, okay? So my goal was to get these shows up and running and become so successful with them that I can relax a little bit and, focus on my next goals. So this is a 5-year goal for me, Mystic Market. What is your goal? Write it down. Put it on a yellow piece of paper. Burn it in your cauldron. Make sure you do it on a Monday at night. That's the best time to do your intentions. So set a goal. What is it you want to succeed in? Do you want $1 million? Write it down. Make sure that you can visualize that every day, that you see this. This is your goal. This is your life. Make it happen. The next one that's coming up is devote yourself. This is not one of those, 9-to-5 jobs. It's actually sometimes 12, 13-hour days, and no weekends are off. You cannot really just, turn it off at night either. Sometimes you're on doing all your social media work, etc. at the evenings, and still, if you're passionate about this, if you devote yourself to this, and if you're consistent with it, you will make money with this. I'm going to keep going. The next one, put yourself out there. So if you're hiding in your little box at home and just thinking that Zoom, going on video or whatever it is that's going to get you out there, make you millions of dollars, maybe you should put yourself out there. So in this, what I mean is connections. They are, even though we have all these electronic devices, et cetera, they are still literally the most valuable asset to your business. Make as many connections as you possibly can. Well, you ask how? Well, there you go. You have to go attend these trade shows. You need to go put yourself into situations and ask for those connections. So someone might know, like, I'll give you an example. The last show I just did, I'm like looking forever and ever for a hula hoopist. I'm like, someone's got to know someone. And so I just put it out there, put it on UsedVic, I put it on any place, any platform that I can think of. And within minutes, the solution was there. So if you put yourself out there, what I'm trying to say is it'll come back to you tenfold. One of the good ways to make money. And the last little part here is, again, how to make money. So I started off years ago in a little new age store, and I was doing readings for personal on the weekends, that sort of thing. And then I got invited to a theater to do some blessings for a funeral, or a theater. And so that happened. And then the word got out that I was doing these readings. And somehow, somewhere, the universe decided that I was going to continue with that and grow it and grow it and grow it. So now I have grown it to the point where I survive on this. This is my living. This is what I do. This is what you will be doing too. One of the other things too is having to have support from either your partner, your spouse, or your family. Because if you're doing this all alone, you're going to give up. And that's what I don't want to see happen for you. A lot of them do. A lot of people just go, I can't do this. This is too hard. Maybe I should just go get a regular job. And then they do. And then they're so sorry later on because they didn't follow their dreams. And so what is your dream? If you want to be a psychic and make money, these are some of the tips. Social media, attend those fairs, do home parties, get yourself involved with a coffee shop or with another new age store or a bookstore or anything sort of like that. That'll help out while you're building your foundation for your business. Set your goal. Mine was doing my shows. What is yours? What is it you want to have as an outcome? Another thing too is I find that we get stuck at times. I'm like, we've gone so far and doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go. When that happens, when you get in that stuck situation, back off for a little while. Even just take 2 or 3 hours off and go do something completely irrelevant to your psychic business. Perhaps take up one of your hobbies. And if you don't have any hobbies, now's a good time to get one, because honestly, you're going to need to have time to download. So what happens is you get inundated with all these things that are happening, and you have to call this person. There's a contract that you have to put together, and you have to be here, 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 and here, and it'll start to get so noisy that you'll just close down completely. We don't want that to happen. So you need to learn to take a break as well. So chill once in a while. Don't just rely on the momentum, because you will burn out. And when you do burn out, you'll have to find a completely different goal. So those are some of the tips. I have worked on online platforms such as chat lines, phone lines. Those are good. Those are good. The income there is not as steady as it used to be, though. I would suggest pairing it up with another creation, such as, start teaching lessons. If you've been reading for years and years and you're like at that level, now that you can start teaching lessons, do that. People love those things. And teach online courses too. Put together some ways to, they can download a course off of your website. Get a website. That's another thing. Everyone nowadays has to have a website. It's just mandatory. Facebook is great, but it is not the end all and be all when it comes to supporting our businesses. So that also post on Instagram, post on Twitter, post on Tumblr, post on whatever platforms you can think of, and do it daily. Do a 1-card pick of your tarot cards and say, something like this. Today, oh, look at that. And I pull the 8 of Pentacles. Go figure. So the 8 of Pentacles, hard work will pay off, and it will also become a prosperous time for you in the next month. So that's April 2019. So this is the card that automatically I pulled up out of nowhere. So again, give your clients and your audience, it has to also be entertaining when you are doing readings as well. So if it's monotone, draw, nobody's going to stick around and watch. It's just a fact. They'll give you about 5 minutes maximum, and if they don't like what they see, they're out of there. Okay, so it has to be entertaining. Also, get a group together, a meetup group, something to do with maybe create your own metaphysical group, or a healings group, or whatever it is that you are more into, because the more of you that come together, and this is what I love about what we do, the stronger we are as a unit, and the more we support each other for our financial goals. as well. I'm here for so many people, and they're here for me now, and it feels wonderful. So build your community as well. So social media, YouTube, of course, we all know that YouTube is now the up and coming thing for doing videos on, for making money. And if you get a certain amount of subscriptions, I'm not sure how that works exactly, but it does pay off for a few people that I know. A few readers that I know make over 60, 70K a year just off of YouTube. So is that platform as well. What I would avoid is forum groups. So, you have a group on a site, then it's like, enter our forum board. It's absolutely useless. You're not going to, you might connect with like one or two people. You want masses drawn to you, not just one or two people. So it's connections, and putting yourself out there. If anyone else has any questions, you can go ahead and ask. I see that there is a chat box here. So let me know what your experiences are, and how other tips that you might have about how to make money as a psychic. It's not an overnight thing. It's a gradual, and it's also to do with your reputation as well. Maintain an exquisite reputation, and it'll come a lot quicker and easier to you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a splendid, wonderful day.